What's happening, guys? We are in St. Joseph, Missouri at the Love's truck stop right now. I'm going to start this one a little bit early because it's getting dark. I want to be able to at least get you guys at least some amount of daylight to work with as far as vlog footage is concerned, and make sure it's straight. All right, yeah, we're good. So I'll just plan on running higher speed footage for you guys. So it's not jumping straight from one spot to another. Yeah, you guys have an easier time keeping track of where exactly where you're at, and what turns are being made and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to make this short. I can't guarantee I'll be able to, because I'm already wondering because I have a reload. First we're going to be making our delivery to the McLane distribution center in Shawnee, Kansas, which is about 60 miles south of here. Shawnee is a southwest suburb of Kansas City. This is a load that we picked up at Lineage Logistics, a preferred freezer in Richland, Washington. That'll be the last video you might have seen me post. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It is a little bit on the long side, but I always try to have at least some good content on there for you guys, even if at least if you guys have an attention span. I try to not make it too boring, but sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I'll watch some of my other content, like actually today. A JCT driver had asked about if anyone had been to the Martin Brower McDonald's facility in Phoenix. So I ended up posting as a comment, I posted the link to that video of me delivering there. So I had a really good idea what to expect, and I sit there watching it. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. I'm surprised anyone would want to watch this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm my own worst critic. I would say that was kind of a boring watch as far as the entertainment factor is concerned. Now, if you're just trying to get useful information about the customer or something, or just see what I'm up to, or my experiences, because you're more interested in that, all right, I can see the value in that video. But as far as the presentation, it sucked. Aside for me making a wrong turn and having to figure my way out of a fuck up there, I was tired and wasn't talking very much in that one. I was like, it was kind of painful to watch, to be honest with you, as far as the entertainment part of it was concerned. Let me get my map up here. We're going to be staying on 29 South. Alright, so here's one of these cases like with the last video. I want to get around this guy, but there's a lot of traffic up in the other lane, and I see an uphill grade in front of me, and I'm heavy, so as much as I'd like to get around this guy, it's probably not a good idea to do that until over the top of the hill, or there's no traffic or whatever. This guy's going exceptionally on the slow side, but I'm gonna wait till I get over the top of the hill. Because there's that truck catching up pretty fast. I'm not going to get around this guy until we're over the hill anyway, so there's no point in me blocking the left lane over this. Alright, anyway, so I got the delivery in Shawnee to make. It'll be my first time going to that particular customer. I've been to McLane a number of times, just never the one in Shawnee. I'm going to show you guys some maps of what it looks like, or the routes into there. Come on. Alright, we're getting on a little bit better grade here in a second, so after this car goes by, let's get it done. Alright, so I looked up the Shawnee truck route map as well, so you get kind of an idea on what roads you're definitely allowed to drive a truck on. And I think it was Shawnee Mission Road, I think it was what it was called. It is a little bit north of where my customer is at. That is definitely truck legal. I can take that over to State Route 7. Or, I might be able to even take it straight to the street that that McLane is on. What is that, Monticello or whatever that street is? Yeah, Monticello Road. Because Shawnee Mission Road actually does intersect with it, but the concern I have with it, the north end of that area, that section between Shawnee Mission Road and that number, whatever street was, 84th or 48th or whatever the hell that street number was I saw on the map earlier. It does go through a little bit of residential, not heavy populated, but it's still some residential nonetheless. So I'm really not sure yet if I'm gonna take, I'm kind of leaning toward just going ahead and taking Highway 7 down, and then using that next exit down and coming back around from there. It's not that far from where Monticello Road is to the to Highway 7 anyway, and I believe Highway 7 will have a higher speed limit on top of that and no curves. So that'll be the tentative plan. You guys will see there on the screenshots what we're kind of dealing with. And then after that, I do have a reload that picks up at the Tyson facility in Olathe, which is just south of Shawnee. I just topped off my reefer tank now. That way I don't have to worry about doing it later, because I know the Tyson load is going to be a drop-and hook. The only issue I'm going to have is washing out the trailer. It's not really anywhere convenient to wash out over there, with the exception of driving back up into Kansas City to the Blue Beacon or something. And I don't really want to do that. So if all goes well with this load, I do have to inspect the trailer though, because it is, well, no, it should be all right, because it is a load of frozen potatoes from Lamb Weston. So with it going to McLane, yeah, I'd imagine it's probably French fries or something, or that's usually what Lamb Weston does, is French fry type of stuff, and it is frozen. I don't know what stores it's going to ultimately end up in, but I can assure you that it's going to end up in some kind of stores in the greater Kansas City region. Restaurants, or I don't know, it could be somewhere else too. Yeah, McLane usually does service, like full service restaurants, or even to some extent some fast food joints too. It could even be like Wendy's or something. So that's what we got in stock there. We got a 2200 delivery time. It is 2039 right now. And then the Tyson load is now that's a distribution center. It's usually I usually always end up picking up pork from that facility, but it can be anything, because it's not an actual kill plant. It's just a distribution center. But most of the time I do find when I pick the stuff up from there, it's usually something pork related, or a number of pork related products, completed goods, whatever. Alright, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do them both in one video, or if I'm going to separate them. I need to try to keep them on the short side though, so I might end up doing, I don't know, I might do them separate, where just maybe leave McLane in the video, clean out my trailer, and then make another video from there to the Tyson facility, especially with Tyson sometimes taking a bit of time to do on its own. I'm actually inclined to do that already. So, alright, that's what's going on here. Getting on here, make sure I have a good grasp for where I'm at in relation to I-435. Yeah, we're not too many miles away. Yeah, probably get at least a good 20 miles at least, perhaps, to when we get on to 435 in Platte City. So trying to keep this short. I do have things I can probably talk about, but I do have concern about making a video too long. Actually, yeah, it's coming up on, I don't know, maybe I can do a little bit here. How about this? I just saw a post in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. I don't really want to say which customer or which group it is, I guess, but a driver complained about a guard at the facility being rude. And it made me recall a situation I had with a guard at a particular facility. I even vlogged it and complained about the person. So you guys don't have to get treated like shit by these people, okay? They can sometimes be rude, but let's be first look in the mirror and find out if you can play any role in why they're being rude to you. Are you being an ass to them first? If so, then you're kind of getting what you deserve then. But if you're not being rude and they're just being an ass to you, here's what my solution was going to be with that. So that particular guard, it was in Detroit. She got a little snappy with me when I was just asking her a simple question. She got an elevated voice and rude to me. So, and I was, the inside of me was thinking, like, I want to beat this bitch's ass. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not that kind of guy. I have better ways I can deal with stuff like that, more mature ways I can deal with things. Lights on. And I got to thinking, you know what, a good way to deal with this situation would be just turn around and refuse to deliver the load. And explain to dispatch, hey, this customer's not getting their load because they have a rude guard in their guard shack, and I'm not going to deliver until that guard is replaced. Because I'm not going to do apologies. If you're an asshole person like that, just as it is, you're not going to change. You don't want to change. I don't do apologies. The best way to apologize is change behavior. So pay that forward. Don't be rude. If you're being rude to me, I can't even imagine how many other people the guard was probably rude to outside of me. And in fact, in that particular video, there was a guy who was checking out at the same time as me who also complained that she was rude. I thought it might have been a race thing because she was black and I'm white and I'm in Detroit. I'm not trying to make it a race issue, but there was at least that thing going on in my head. Is this what's going on? Even if it's not. Yeah, and I'm not saying that she was being racist. I'm just saying there's that question mark in my head. Is that playing a role? But the guy who was also complaining about her was not even white. So I was like, well, he's complaining too. It's definitely not a because I'm white thing. So whatever the case, it didn't matter. She was rude. It was uncalled for. It was unprofessional. And I was very tempted to just leave and go back to the truck stop and say, you guys let me know when you have a different guard in the guard check, because I'm not going to deliver until they have someone new there. There actually have been times when shippers and receivers, because keep in mind when you have a guard shack at facilities, almost 100% of the time the guard works for a third-party contractor. They usually never work for the actual shipper or receiver. So like if you go to Walmart DC, hit up a guard shack there, the people there don't work for Walmart. They work for a security company like Allied Security or one of the other companies. There are a number of contractors that could work for. The shipper or receiver, we'll just say the customer, doesn't have necessarily have control over who actually is working at their guard shack. They just contract with the contractor to provide that service, and the contractor is the one that mans the guard shack with their personnel as per the contractual agreement. But now the customer actually can say, hey, they can go to the customer, to the contractor, and say, I don't want this person on my property again. They're rude to my customer and to my drivers, and I'm having loads not get delivered by drivers because they don't want to deal with this person, and it's costing us money, and we don't, they're bad for our business. Get them off our property, don't bring them back. or say, or maybe I might give them a temporary ban for a certain amount of time, like maybe a month or whatever. It's actually happened. I've not seen it personally, but I have heard stories about it happening where a guard gets basically told don't come back, and in fact the contractor even fires some guards over that kind of stuff. So don't be afraid to put your foot down on that kind of thing, but make sure you have a good reputation, because if you have a reputation for being an asshole, and it's just kind of par for the course where, hey, you're just being an asshole to be an asshole to them, and you're getting in kind of response from them, well, you don't have a leg to stand on. But now if you establish a reputation like I have, then it might you might pull more weight. In fact, I'm vlogging all my deliveries and pickups, and quite regularly you can even see my interactions with the guards. And I was actually told by a very high-level person at JCT in person that they actually like watching my videos, and they actually get a lot of good feedback on how customer experiences are, and that includes the guards. They can, this person can see how professional and friendly I usually always am with every guard, or as much as I can. I never get complained about by the customers or anything like that. So, and actually he finds that customer, because this guy has a plan. He's a planner, but he also very high level at JCT as well. Not going to mention names, but my understanding is customers actually appreciate it when they get feedback from him, when he's seen, hey, one of my best drivers, had just delivered to your facility in such and such location, and had good things to say about them, or the guard was very professional or polite. And so I even try to bring up their names, because if they're very professional and friendly, I think they definitely need to be recognized as, hey, these are good people to have around. So, and it's very important too to have that reputation myself as, being a good person. I haven't built a reputation for being a jerk to everybody in the world. I can't be a jerk. Let's just squash that. My wife and a bunch of other people will not hesitate to tell you I am an asshole, and I am the first to tell you I'm an asshole at times. But not trying to be an asshole, I just come out that way sometimes. And I'm blunt. Where sometimes I'll give you the truth whether you like to hear it or not. I'm not trying to be an ass about it. I'm not trying to be spiteful or hateful to you about it. If I do say something to you, it's honestly, just know that I'm probably not, almost certainly not trying to belittle you and make you feel like a piece of shit person. It's more so, hey, make yourself a better person. Make yourself live to a higher standard than you are, or something, or maybe sometimes it's just not even necessarily a higher standard. It's just we have different personalities and just don't get along the greatest. There are people like that who clash with me quite handily, especially the ones who are more simple-minded types. Not saying that they're not intelligent, but they don't want. It's the type who don't want to use their brain any more than they really have to. I'm the exact opposite. I like to use my brain. So and I like to do a lot of critical thought or analysis or whatever, and so I get it. It doesn't mean that there's something wrong with the other person if they clash with me. It just means that we're just on opposite ends of the spectrum, and we're just not going to get along. I can't make everybody like me, and I'm not going to try to make everybody like me, but and it's not going to hurt my feelings the least bit if someone on the opposite extreme of that personality spectrum is going to have issues with me. But it is what it is. Just do what I can to be the nice guy, the right guy. I do what's right, morally right by me. I'll have integrity, and I just accept that I'm human, and I am gonna have slip-ups here and there with mannerisms or whatever. Alright, that said, I'm going to go ahead and accelerate us now because we've already done 20 minutes of jibber-jabber bullshit, so I think that's plenty already. I want more of it to be on, let's go there without having a 50-minute long video. Guys, we are southbound on State Route 7 right now at the Shawnee Mission Parkway exit. The next exit south of here will be the one we'll be getting off at. I don't think it's 48th Street like I talked about earlier. I think might be 58th or something. I don't know. It's because I think I just passed 48th short distance back here. But I just know it was some numbered street. That's all. What do we have here? 83rd Street. Exit 1.5 miles. Alright, so looking at the Google reviews for this customer, it sounds like they don't open their doors until about the gate until 10 o'clock, which is when my appointment time is. There are a lot of complaints about, I guess, the check-in being a bit of a free-for-all with trucks coming in anytime, even when it's not their appointment time. So I guess it can be a bit of a pain in the ass getting past the guard shack and time consuming, from what it sounds like. However, once you're on the property, it sounds like it's kind of hit and miss. I saw a number of reviews where they seem to praise how quick they were to unload and get them out of there, but I also saw some other reviews where they complained about it taking so long. So I don't know which of those experiences we're going to have. We'll find out. I don't know, just kind of go with it, like with anything, go there with an open mind that it might be anything going on there. You never know what could be happening on any given day. It might be short-staffed, it might have technical problems that slow them down, or something, who knows. So, just accept that some things are beyond your control and hope for the best. Alright, off at 83rd, we're going to make a left turn here and cross over. We're going to need to stay in the left lane here because I don't know how far down it is. It doesn't look like it's far at all on the map, but I don't know how far it actually is. We're going to be making a left turn on the Monticello road. That's that street that our customer is on. Trust no left turn. Like I'd want to turn that way anyway, though. Okay, no, it's not this street. I see a warehouse over here on the left. That might actually be the south end of McLane's warehouse right there. Okay, there's a four-way here. Looks like no, not an uncontrolled crossing. Why is this guy signaling left but not getting in the left lane? This guy's a knucklehead. Alright, yeah, see there already is a line of trucks here waiting to get in now, so we'll just get in behind all of them. And I'll just wait our turn, I guess. Hopefully it doesn't, I mean, let's say I understand they don't open the gate until 10, so I expect to be sitting here a good half an hour. We'll see.
You have 8 hours and 0 minutes of remaining drive time.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good, thank you for asking. Once you get situated, we can go ahead and start with your PO number. It starts with the 106.
106 65667.
106-5667. Are you freezer or cooler?
Freezer.
Okay, phone number please. Trailer number?
6494.
Seal.
What was that?
Your seal number?
Oh, seal number 0092139.
Temperature setting?
-10.
Okay, we have you indoors 17. Go
Doors.
ahead and back in, break your seal, open up the door, bring paperwork, seal, and ID to 32 up the ramp.
Okay, door 17, check in 32.
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Shoppers queue outside Target during...
Alright guys, we're finally checked in here. It's 10:23 local time. It's, you know, they were checking trucks in right away when I got here, so that was a positive. I got a door 17 got assigned to. We're gonna check in at door 32. Looks like Martin's trying to block the lane to get his doors open, I think. I gotta figure out where door 17 is real quick. It's right over here, actually, in this area. So I'm gonna wait on Martin. I don't know where he's going. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be right next to this white Volvo that's right in front of us. Let me get my doors open now. You're not gonna block the lane to get your doors open, are you? Bet you are. What is this guy doing? What the fuck do you think you're doing, dude? What are you doing? Trying to get to my door. I can't get to my door because he's in my way. Stupid, man. You're not gonna pull that shit on me. I've been fucked with. I've been trying to get people pep with me like that too many times. I already got my trailer doors open and all that. There ain't no way, no one fucking way someone's gonna do that shit on me. Just a little bit to square up my tractor. I don't know, might be right here. That'll be good. Come on. It's ricocheting a little bit too far off the door. Come on. I've had people pull that shit on me too many times. That ain't gonna happen anymore. That's where I'll be an asshole if I have to. It's like, a little bit of common sense. You want to be an ass like that, I'll be an ass back to you, okay? Don't fucking pull that shit on me. Alright guys, we are finally done unloading. It is right around 3:30 in the morning, so actually spent a total of 5 hours and off duty. That's actually go even longer than that because the time I spent waiting out on the street trying to even get on the property, which was another good 40 or so minutes. So yeah, better part of right around 6 hours total that I've been here. So I'm gonna be getting some detention pay. It does look like it was pretty hit and miss with how quickly or slowly drivers got out of here. The Martin driver who docked in right before me, yeah, he's been long gone. And I was just talking to a driver who, this guy here with what's that? That truck right there in front of it. Is that a Western? No, it's not a Western Star, is it? He was checking out at the same time as me, and he was telling me his appointment time was like 1:40, or he got here about 1:45, and he's already done at the same time I'm done. So this is a one-way exit and a one-way lane. So we come back out this direction, and we're going to come out on the 83rd. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the reviews. There are a lot of complaints about there not being any restrooms available here. I didn't even check to see if there was a serviceable restroom, because the Google reviews all said something about there being a restroom, but it was out of service or something, and they were not able to use it. So I don't know. I never had to use it at all. I never tried, and so I really couldn't tell you if it was in service or out of service. So just something to watch for, I guess. That would be definitely a big negative point for some people, for good reason. Also, with the other guy who started trying to go around me when I was about ready to dock in, you know, in hindsight, it would have been nice to know before he started going around me that he was actually going to stage and not dock in. Because had I known he was going to stage and not dock in, I would have had no complaints about it at all, what he was doing there. I wouldn't have blamed him. But the fact that I didn't know what he had going on there, I just kind of assumed that he might possibly go to a dock door and pull some shit on me, which I've actually had happen more than one time. Oh, come on. Damn it. Fucking A. I was expecting this guy to run through the lights, and all of a sudden I'm stuck out in no man's land. Alright, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. It's like, for all I know, the guy could have tried to go into a dock door and been a problem still, but, I mean, yeah, because I've actually had it happen to me in Colton. Yeah, I have it happen all the time in Colton where drivers will try to go around me and they try to dock in front of me and end up blocking my access to my door that I'm already got my doors open, my trailer doors open for and ready to dock in for. So I'm not down with that. I'm not okay with that. But you know, I'd say if he's just going by and he's going to be further down the lane and not be a problem, wouldn't have been a problem at all. But that's one of those where maybe a bit of communication on his part and not assuming so much, well, not necessarily assuming so much on my part. Both could have done some more good there in that situation. I might not have snapped at him a little bit for going around me like that. Could have asked, hey, what do you got going on? Or something along that line, I guess. So, yeah, could I have done that one, handled that a little bit differently, perhaps? Alright, so we're going to head south on Highway 7. I'm going to just go up to the 7-Eleven at the corner, right where Highway 7 and I-35 meet up. That's also right down the street from the Tyson facility, so yeah, I need to sweep out my trailer. I need a good spot to do it at, and that truck stop is the best option I can think of. It's actually the closest truck stop to my location. There's another one just up north of the customer, just north of McLane and off I-35 that I could also have considered. That was about the same distance, but this is about the same distance and straight toward my shipper. So, and yeah, it's my shipper is actually right down the street from this same 7-Eleven that I'm going to be stopping at. It's Highway 10, so I'm not going to continue this video all the way up until there, but just give you an idea of what's going on. I'm just deadheading from here to Olathe for the most part. And the truck stop, the 7-Eleven that I'm on my way to right now is actually in Olathe. So it tells you how close, how short the trip is from my receiver to my next shipper. Alright, that said, I guess that covers everything. I'm going to go ahead and call this one a night, right? I'll have a new video for you guys for the Tyson pickup. There's the Aldi distribution center that I've been to before, and there's a bunch of trucks over there too. Holy shit. Alright, anyway. Yeah, hopefully that Tyson pickup will be a little bit shorter video than I anticipated, since I expect to be starting it out from the 7-Eleven. Alright, I appreciate you guys hanging out and watching. Hopefully this one was a little more entertaining than that Martin Brower and Phoenix video. Alright, y'all have a great one. We'll see you on the next one. See ya.